Hey guys, how you going? I'm back and I'm going to be sharing another movie review with you all, so hopefully you're looking forward to this one. This is an American horror comedy released in 2010, directed by a bloke named Eli Craig, and this one is called Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. And the story to this film is as follows. Tucker and Dale are a pair of harmless hillbillies on a weekend away at their new fixer-upper when they come across a group of college kids camping in the woods. When gorgeous Allison is separated from her friends, Tucker and Dale try to lend a hand, but a hilarious set of misunderstandings leads them to being mistaken as psycho serial killers. As the confusion grows, so does the body count, with side-splittingly funny results. So the film revolves around Tucker and Dale, who are misunderstood harmless hillbillies, and a group of snot-nosed, upper-class teenage kids who are very judgmental. So these kids judge everyone in the outback of America as hillbillies and psychos. So they're all in the West Virginian woods, deep in the West Virginian woods. Now Tucker and Dale are there because they're fixing up their holiday home and they're minding their own business. And these kids are camping. So one night Tucker and Dale are going fishing in the river, and these college kids are at the same river going skinny dipping. Now, the lead actress, who's very beautiful and probably the most intelligent one of the bunch, she falls into the river, and Tucker and Dale save her from drowning. So they take her back to their holiday home, but these college kids witness them taking their friend down the river, and they think, because they're very judgmental and they think that all hillbillies are evil, they think they're taking her back to their holiday home to kill her and rape her and do horrible things to her. So it's a horrible misunderstanding, but these kids go on a mission to save their friend. And I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I will tell you that these misunderstandings just keep happening and, bloody results occur. So, yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go synopsis. If you want to know more, please go and see the film for yourself. Now, my thoughts on this film. I had passed this one up for so long, based on two reasons. Number one, it was a fairly hefty price. And number two, it was a straight-to-DVD release. So films that get released to DVD straight away are usually an indication that they're not very good, or the production value is not very good. But after the last few months, I'd heard some glowing reviews of this one, so I thought I'm going to take the risk. And plus, it was my birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to me. And I got this one for free pretty much. Someone else bought it for me, so there was no risk involved. But after seeing this one, I cannot believe the marketing behind it. It's straight to DVD, but this one was a lot better than a lot of films that do get a cinema release. I haven't had this much fun in such a long time. This is one of the best horror comedies that you'll come across. Now, I continuingly, bash American horror, but I will say that American horror comedy is of a very high standard, and this one is no different. It's an absolute travesty that this one didn't get marketed better, and whoever was involved in the marketing should be ashamed of themselves. They should be sacked. Absolutely disgraceful that this film didn't get an opportunity to in the box office, because I thought it would have done very well, because it is head and shoulders above the majority of its kind these days. The characters of Tucker and Dale were one of the most likable characters, and it was just so funny that these misunderstandings led them to being believed that they were psychos. And, it does carry a real message of judgmental people. Don't judge a book by its cover. And these kids in this movie do that. And as a result, it just leads to some very unfortunate, but at the same time hilarious set of circumstances. Now, it's everything that you'd want from a horror comedy. It doesn't pretend to be anything that it's not. A horror comedy, a very fine blend of horror mixed in with some very good laughs, mixed in with some very good gore. And it also, as I said, carries a very real message about judgmental people. And, if you judge someone based on what they look like, then you're not really getting to know what they're like, and a situation can get out of hand. And that's exactly what happens in this one. But it doesn't pretend to be a serious movie. It doesn't pretend to portray a serious message. It just has a lot of fun, and that's exactly what I had with this one. I'm so glad I bought it. I regret not picking this up earlier. And, shame to the people who were responsible in marketing it. Now, it's at a very, very good pace. It's only a 79-minute film. It says 89, but it finished 10 minutes early, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, it goes at a very good pace, and the plot just keeps thickening, and it just keeps getting funnier and funnier and funnier. And if you like films like Slither, you're going to really like this one. The main characters, as I said, very, very likable. And, you know, it's just so funny that people like this could be judged as someone that they're not. Now, the kids were very exaggerated, very unlikable, but that was a deliberate ploy. And, you know, it sways. You know, at first the hillbillies were considered evil, and then it goes to the college kids considered evil. And all of this was down to the judgmental sort of behaviour at the start. And so, you know, it's all misunderstanding. The whole film was based on misunderstanding. A very good gore. It's not very nasty. It's very over the top. What you would expect from a horror comedy. And, you know, I can't spot a flaw in this film. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. And I know a lot of people out there love it. Uh, it's an absolute travesty that this one didn't get better marketing. But hopefully a lot of people can get to see this one, because it does revive the genre, at least in a little way, being horror comedy for America. Very, very well written. I thought the writing was very intelligently done. It wasn't over the top. It just didn't feel that it was trying to be too funny. It was just really, really funny by itself. So as far as horror comedies goes, this is one of the best. I highly, highly recommend you go out there and pick this one up. It's got a feeling of Deliverance and Shaun of the Dead, as it says on the back. It's got the you know, the comedy of Shaun of the Dead, and it's got the cinematography of Deliverance, just the outback hillbilly type. So yeah, very, very good film, and I highly, highly recommend this one. And shame to the people who were responsible in getting this one out there. Alright guys, that's my review of this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, keep watching horror or whatever movies may be of your taste, and I'll see you later. Bye.